So we're going to begin our instruction of hip hinging using a 3 points of contact hip hinge. So our athlete, Abby, is going to hold the PVC pipe against her head, the back of her skull, her mid-back, and the third point of contact will be her tailbone. Right? At rest, she will have a slight inward curve, and she's going to try to maintain that inward curve as she goes into her hip hinge. Her knees are going to be just unlocked, and she's going to keep a strong arched foot position. She's going to bring her chest down by sending her hips backwards. Her chest will move forward, and she will try to maintain all 3 points of contact. As we descend, we should be creating more tension in the hamstrings as we get lower and lower. So again, we have a neutral spine, so a slight inward curve at her low back. Her shins are going to be vertical, and we're going to be creating max tension in her hamstrings. So I might have her raise her hips up a little bit. There we go, to create that max tension. So she will come back up from that position, and we'll repeat this 5 to 10 times, and she engages that stretch for about 5 to 10 seconds. Hips go back, chest comes down, maintains all 3 points of contact. So we're going to take our PVC pipe or dowel, and we're going to put it in a front position, in a hang position. I'm going to have the athlete get about a thumb's width away with her grip from her hips. Okay, we're going to grab the dowel with a firm grip and turn our knuckles down slightly. We want her shoulder blades to stay locked back and down and not get pulled forward as she goes into this movement. Okay, so we're going to be strong through the shoulder blades. Her elbows will also stay locked out throughout the pattern, and the PVC pipe will stay engaged with her legs the whole way down. So our athlete will again start the hip hinge the same way. She will send her hips backwards, and she will have the dowel travel down just below her kneecap, pause, and then come back up. So we're looking for the same components here. As she descends down, if we had a PVC pipe on her back, we would have 1, 2, 3 points of contact. We have a vertical shin. Her shoulder blades are held back, and now she's using her lats on the side to keep that dowel engaged with her legs and come back up. So we typically call this an RDL or a Romanian deadlift if we had a barbell and weight, but we're going to call this an RDL with our PVC pipe. And this prepares us for a lot of our barbell movements in our strength and conditioning program. After dialing in and warming up our hip hinge pattern, we're ready to load this movement to reap the benefits of getting strong through active hip hinging. So we're going to do a barbell RDL in the same fashion that we use the PVC pipe. So Abby's going to grab the barbell and bring it to the standing position. And we're going to work the top half of this motion without going all the way to the ground. So she will do the exact same hip hinge by setting her hips back, bringing her chest down, and keeping her shins vertical, and stopping just below her knee, and returning to standing position. Again, we want to remember to keep that bar in tight to the body and not let it drift away. And we want to stay strong between the shoulder blades and keep our elbows fully extended. This is our barbell RDL. After dialing in and warming up our hip hinge pattern is work on a little bit more dynamic and forceful movement, which is going to be our kettlebell swing. So Abby's going to grab the kettlebell and get to a standing position, but we're going to have a wider stance than we would in our RDL. So we're going to start from a standing position, and we're going to use our hips in that hinging pattern to forcefully drive the kettlebell up. This is not an upper body exercise. We should not be lifting it with our shoulders. This should be creating momentum by using that hip hinge pattern. Okay, so Abby will get that kettlebell moving. What you can see is in that bottom position, she's in a very similar position than with her PVC pipe RDL or barbell RDL. So very little knee bend, mostly hip hinging, and then snapping that weight forcefully up by squeezing her glutes to drive forward.